guys, and I haven't done a video in ages or a tutorial or anything like that, so I thought, well, I've got time, might as well do it for you, but it's not going to be like a normal tutorial where I talk over. I am going to do a talk through because I find them better. I don't know, guys. So yeah, this is weird because I'm not with Andy, but this is kind of for Andy, so let's get on with it. First, I'm going to do the skin care. So I've toned with the Botanics toning spray. Even though I've got combination skin, it's sensitive, so it's not going to break you out. So after I've done that, I take a spot gel now. This one is from Lush and it's really good. So I put that on and then I put one moisturiser on top. Hey, if I'm looking there a lot, that's because my mirror is placed there because my dressing table is in an awkward position. So yeah. So yeah, just taking the spot gel. Take about 2 pumps, and this isn't really strong, so I just put it on the area. I don't know, guys, but I've been getting really bad breakouts on my head. It's usually my nose. I've never had breakouts on my head before. I don't know why, really, and I wish it would stop, but obviously I can't control that. So I mean that in. Now, I put 2 moisturisers on, one for makeup benefit and one for skin benefit. The first one that I use for skin benefit is the Simple Clear Skin Oil Balancing Moisturiser. Good moisturiser for teenage skin. So I just put that on first. And the thing I love about spot gel is usually all the spot gels that I have used have like crisped up. They felt the moisturiser and it ruins the makeup. But this one doesn't, especially if you put 2 moisturisers on. So, and if you can't see, my hair is in a messy bun today because it's curly and it's in the morning and I'm doing a tutorial. So yeah. So that mostly on my problem areas. And what I love about this is it doesn't burn like normal skin clearing moisturisers, which is what I love. Now for the makeup benefit, this was actually given to me as a tester, but I liked it so much I went and bought it. But guys, you don't have to get this one, as this is it is quite expensive actually, but it is it's a shimmering day cream. Now I'm getting a sensitive skin one, as the oil and combination one, it's quite, and as it like dries matte, which is not what I'm using it for, whereas this dries matte anyway, so it'll be too matte. So it's called the Lacura Shimmering Day Cream, and it's got a little pump. You can like twist it around, and it's just really good. I put it under my eyes and it just lightens. So I put about 2 pumps. And it's kind of like a weird off-white colour, and it's more liquidy than the other one. So yeah, and guys, let me know if you like these talk through videos, as me and Andy might want to do more. Because yeah, basically that. And to give you some makeup looks to do, as I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you're getting really into them. And today it's just going to be my kind of like not actually natural to me. It's kind of natural, but it's my contour and highlighting, and how I wear it, how I get rid of redness, and what products I use. Because as you can see, you've kind of like got to analyse your skin type for contouring. So I've got it red on my cheeks, and I've got blemishes here. So you kind of don't want to highlight the blemishes in a way. So yeah, I feel like I'm babbling on, but that has dried. I take a primer. Sorry, I'm reaching over. I feel really bad. I use 2 primers. I either use the Bare Minerals Prime Time, which is in a little tester version, or the Photo Flawless Skin Primer. And I've actually run out of Prime Time. And I brand my Professional home, so I'm using the Photo Flawless by 17. It's not that bad, guys, to be honest. It's quite a good primer. What I love about this is it makes your makeup stay on all day. It's not for wrinkles, as the brand is for teenage skin, so I would recommend something more like Prime Time or Professional for older skin types. So again, and what I also like the baby skin, but in the orange bottle, as it covers up redness really, really well. This makes your skin feel really soft. So that's done. Now on to covering up. Now I'm getting a new MAC foundation, so that actually fits my skin. Sorry about that. That was my phone. But yeah. Oh, what was I going to say? I don't know what happened there, but I'm using the MAC concealer in the second lightest shade, and I got this chosen out for me, so it matches my skin tone perfectly, and I'm really happy with this product. I'd recommend it. The only con is it's quite little, to be honest, and I'm worried I'm going to run out, but I don't think I will. So I just take it, and I know people say triangle, but I'm doing that for my highlighting, and this is just really to cover up, so I'm not looking for a highlight. But if you're want like not full contouring but like a natural highlight, get a concealer that's a little bit lighter than yours, maybe like 1 shade lighter, and you should be good to go. I look a bit like a widow, but you know, it's all worth it. So just putting that everywhere, really. So you've done that, and now for Easter, I know I don't really get eggs, I get more money, really. But I've got a Real Technique set, which I'll show at the end. And this is like the little buffing brush, and the really good thing is it's usually £20 the set, and it went down to £13, which is really good. So yeah. Now before I use the brush, my phone, that guys. So before the brush, I pat the concealer under my eyes and everywhere else, just because I think it's easier to blend and it gives a more flawless finish. So you kind of look like you're covered in paint, but you know, guys, and then you have like this weird concealer finger. Now, I actually didn't think this was going to be my shade when she showed it to me, but it blended in really nicely, and I wear this every day for school, this concealer, just because it doesn't crease and it gives a really natural, neutral finish. So just blending that in. Making sure that there isn't any creases that are going to appear. Now if you can see, it's covered up my problem areas really, really well. Now this concealer is buildable, which is what I like. So yeah, after that concealer business is done, I'm just going to take a powder. Now, as I recently got a Bare Minerals powder and it's really reddy toned, and as I've got red tones in my skin, I know it's weird, but I don't want that. So I just take the kind of like same shade. It's cheaper actually, it's the collection, but it's more yellowy orangey tone, which is what I'm looking for in a powder. So it's the collection pressed powder in the shade 1 Candlelight, and it's actually I wouldn't actually get this for fair skin. I get the translucent powder as it is quite dark, but luckily I'm not too fair, so it doesn't really affect me, but I can imagine it affects other people. So if you've got fairer skin than me, I probably wouldn't go for this shade. I'd go for translucent, and if you want coverage, then go for another brand. So, and I also just like to, buff it in, because there's fine lines under the eyes I absolutely hate, so I'm trying to make sure that I don't get any of those. So that's the powder done. And now we are going on to contouring and all that business. So actually I'm using loads of different products for different things, and I've worked this out for my face shape. As you see, I have quite an ovaled face shape, and I have quite a big forehead, to be honest, compared to the rest of my face. So I'm not going to be doing much highlighting on my forehead. I'm doing more contouring, and on my cheeks I'm going to contour, and I'm going to do this part really big highlight, and I've got some tips and tricks along the way to help you. Sorry if I'm looking that way, but I'm going to be using the High Beam by Benefit. And I'm using this for under my eyes purely because it's more whitish toned than the highlighter I will be using. So sorry if I'm looking this way again. So I'm gonna, sorry if I'm looking this way, and going down. You'll be able to see more on this one, but, and up with the highlighter. Don't know if you can see that. Just moving it in and working the highlighter into the skin. This side I'm using High Beam, and I'm just going to show you the other side with an Estee Lauder highlighter. The highlighter is more peachy toned. I've done that, I'm just going to blend it out again. Only a little bit because I blend it all together at the end, but a tiny bit, so it's still there. Now I'm just going to take the Estee Lauder for the rest of the face. Now just go along the bridge of the nose and a dot at the end. Remember, you can work this to your face shape, but I'm just going to be showing you the basic contour. On the Cupid's bow and a little on the chin. Also the Kim Kardashian, I'm going to try and avoid my spots as much as I can, but So a little on the head, and a little where your bronzy is going to go, just with your highlighter, because obviously you don't want it to be too bronzed. just on here, round the mouth, around the nose. So that's where I put my highlighter. My highlighter on the nose, on the head, round the eyes, under where the bronzer is going to be, on the chin, on the cupid's bow, and again the other side. The bronzer shades. Now, I'm just debating on which is darker. This Hello Gorgeous, but what am I going to say? This is for a more natural contour, and as you can see, this Bare Minerals Warmth is very dark, so I'm going to be going for the darker contour. A little in the pot, and using a Real Technique foundation brush, taking it where I didn't put the highlighter basically. Leave it on each side. Sure it's even Stevens. Just gonna go over that. You don't like that. So, as you see, it's very dark, but blending will help. So again, taking a bit and just working. The contouring makes the areas look smaller, so that is why I'm doing quite a lot on the forehead, on the highlighter, on the nose. So, going up into the eye as well. And guys, don't worry if it's messy, as long as the highlighter's in the right place and the contour, it doesn't really matter. Is the finished look. Well, I'm joking guys, you've got to blend it all out. Use a buffing brush or a contour brush, and just because I use this for concealer, I'm not going to use the buffing brush. So just blending each part out separately as well as you can. So what I do to tone the look down if it's too red or too bronzed, I just take a bit of my collection powder and put it on. But this is the finished contour look. So yeah, I hope you like it and I hope it was helpful. Bye guys.